Imagine not being able to use public transit to go to work or to appointments. That's the reality one woman says she and a number of others are experiencing as TTC customers. On Sunday, Terry Lynn Langdon told City News as a new mom who uses a wheelchair, it was nearly impossible for her to reserve a ride with her newborn daughter on the Wheel-Trans service. Today, she tells us she's been locked out of the transit system that is supposed to be accessible to everyone.
So I've tried to log in, it's not accepting my password, and I've already phoned the number they recommend to phone twice, and I've already emailed the email address that they say is a customer service email.
Since the Transit Commission relaunched a new online booking and scheduling Wheel-Trans system on Sunday, new mom Terry Lynn Langdon, who uses a wheelchair, says she hasn't been able to use the accessible transit service at all. Instead, she says she's been spending money on taxis to get around.
I feel like I'm not the only person experiencing this.
Since our story aired on Sunday, we've been receiving comments from viewers expressing frustration over the Wheel-Trans service. One on Facebook reads, "The system upgrade failed. I have been on hold since 6 a.m. I now have to find a ride to work."
Imagine like we woke up one day and none of us could get to work. That would be an emergency, right? So the fact that it's happening to an entire population of people that live in the city is an emergency. It's just happening to a marginalized population.
Without giving any further details, the Transit Commission acknowledges there are issues with the new online booking system and the phone system. We sent the TTC a list of questions asking how many transit users can access this transit service and what's behind the issue. I also asked about the long wait times Terry Lynn and others say they've been experiencing. A spokesperson would only provide us with a brief statement, apologizing to customers about the inconvenience, reading, "We are aware that customers have been experiencing some issues booking their trip since the launch. Staff are working aggressively to address those issues to ensure their online experience is as smooth as possible." Terry Lynn says this is a system-wide issue that hasn't received much attention, and she wants the TTC to improve their booking procedures to be more inclusive for her family and others living in the city of Toronto.
We have a lot of work to do, and people with disabilities need to be included in creating those systems and procedures. And when we're not included, these kinds of things happen where there isn't anyone that can resolve a lack of being able to book Wheel-Trans.
You call Wheel-Trans a flawed system.
Right.
Why?
Well, because if the transit system was accessible, we wouldn't need like special transit. There shouldn't be such thing as a special transit system for people that move differently.
Langdon is also an advocate and in recent years has been part of the Toronto Accessibility Advisory Committee. And she hopes as a new year kicks off with a new Toronto City Council, this issue will be a priority for city leaders.